Hello everyone, this is Dawn. Welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to another Inspiration Collaboration Design Team mystery envelope. This month, Danielle sent out the mystery envelope and she says, Birthday Bash No Stamp Challenge. Create a fun birthday themed scrapbook page any size or cards with no stamps. Get creative with doodles, die cuts, or handwritten titles instead. Okay, so she sent us a bunch of stuff from the Wildflower Birthday collection. So you get patterned papers with this collection, along with die cuts, and then also a cut apart sheet that has some tags and things that you can create banners and other things out of. So these are some fun patterns with gold foiling and lots of bright spring colors. So these are some of the die cuts. We've got a banner with tassels and balloons and some clusters of flowers and a birthday cake and a bunch of leaves and other things. And then she also sent us some of the party dots that's also part of this collection with all the pastel colors. Okay, so the picture that I'm going to scrapbook is of our dog. This is Roisin, and she turned 2 years old a couple months ago. So I'm going to scrapbook that. We don't really do birthdays or take pictures at birthdays. We went out to dinner, my husband and I, for his birthday, but of course I didn't take any pictures, so I don't have a lot to work with, but I can scrapbook my dogs, right? So I've got this 4x6 picture of Roisin, and I'm going to create a single page layout, all right? So I think I'm going to take these patterned papers and create some banners coming out from the picture. So I'm just looking at what I have here and I'm going to stack them up. So I'm going to create some banners out of that, and then I'll have like a sidebar piece on the other side of the picture. That's kind of what I'm thinking of. Okay. And then I have cut Sweet Roisin from my Cricut and layered it with some bluebird cardstock, which is a pretty good match to the, what's the other, blueberry bushel that's from Stampinup. Okay, so naturally the banner can go up in the left corner, and I'm thinking I want to do some ink blending. Okay, so this is Peach Pie. It's one of the coordinating colors and a blending brush. And I'm going to do a splash of color down in that lower left corner that's going to rest behind my bouquet of flowers. Okay, so we'll just do a wash. You can start out light. You can always add on and make it darker. So I just want a light wash down in that lower left corner. Okay. All right. Now we can start trimming up our banners. So I'm going to decide how tall I want to make the banners, and then I'll just be layering them underneath the picture. So I want to have them stagger out from the picture. So I think at first I thought 1.5 inches, but then I changed my mind and I'm going to do 1 3/4 inches for all of the banners. And then to dovetail, just cut vertically and take each corner to meet that snip. And then I'm going to layer this one on top of the next banner, just so that they have an even angle to all the bannered ends. So we'll do that with all of them. Okay. Now I'm going to take a piece of this bluebird paper and cut a mat. So we'll go ahead and trim that down to 6 1/4 by 4 1/4. So it has a nice mat underneath. So we'll trim that. And then I'll be popping this with some foam tape later on. Okay, so we'll just get things laid out and see what they look like. And then that's that sidebar piece. I think I'll cut that at 1.5 inches. So I'll go ahead and trim that. And I'm going to use the full length that Danielle sent. And I'll even it up at the base with the mat. And then I'll create a cluster up on that upper right corner of the picture. So we'll just stagger these banners in and kind of layer them over one another. And have the left sides of the banners kind of be staggered and not even. Now I want to create some interest for that lower left corner. So I'm going to dovetail this piece. Has some daisies on it. And that can go down in the lower left corner. And that bouquet can rest on it. Looking at which direction I want the flowers to rest. And then I need another banner. Can't just have one, right? So I'm going to trim up this cut apart sheet. And this one that has a floral image on it, I think that's going to work well for a journal card. So we'll go ahead and trim all around, clean it up, and that can go there. And then this other one has dots on it with that are gold foil. So I'm going to trim that down so it's not the same width as the first banner. And dovetail that end as well. So it's just going to peek out from behind that floral bouquet down there. And then I'm looking at the whole layout, and I remember Danielle talking about doodling. So I'm thinking I want to do a doodle frame all around. So I'm looking at everything. Let's see what else we have here. I've got a few extra florals. So I'm going to build up that bouquet and have a couple extra things popping out. So yeah, we'll just start looking at what we've got to work with here. And then I also want to do something at the top of the picture of Regine. So I'm also looking at what I've got left. And we'll fuss with it a bit more. But first, let's do a frame border, okay? So I have this blue Le Pen journal pen and my T-square ruler, and I'm just going to draw a frame around the edges and do a little doodling as well. So we'll get started and then we'll skip ahead and just continue all around the edges. I'm thinking about what is going where and where I'm going to pick up my pen and where I'm going to do solid lines. So yeah, okay, that finishes it up. And then we'll go ahead and glue down that banner. I'm going to commit. So we'll glue that down. And get that set up. And then we'll start putting everything back together the way I had it all laid out. All right. Okay, so I'm going to speed everything up here, and you can see me kind of assembling everything and just gluing things down and changing my mind sometimes along the way and making sure that first banner is straight, and then I can kind of line everything up to go with that banner. And then I decided I wanted the floral one first, and then we'll do the stripes. We'll push that one in a little bit further so we have room for that banner, or for that bouquet. And I've popped the photo with foam tape, and then I've also popped the bouquet of flowers with foam tape. So I'll add these lower little banners, and that bouquet. So pretty much the way I had everything laid out, we're going to add in more layers. And then these are party dots that go with the collection. And I want something a little more sparkly for that banner. So I'm going to bring in, these are low profile dots and they come in gold and pink. And I'm going to place several of these larger gold ones along the banner just for a little pop of sparkle and shine, and it kind of ties it in with the gold foiling on the paper. So I'll bring this closer to the camera. I'm going to scatter some more of those party dots around, and we're going to call it done. So I will have still shots over on my Facebook page. The URL is at the bottom of the screen. I'll make a list of all the supplies with links in the description below, and make sure you click on the link for the playlist for the other Inspiration Collaboration Design Team members and see what they've done with these supplies that Danielle sent. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button, and then you'll be able to find all of my videos. And thanks for watching.